Hey, what's up everybody? This is your fellow Louis in the social table, and today I'm bringing up a subject which is au pair. Do you know what an au pair is? Well, basically an au pair is a foreigner person that goes to another country to take care of kids and do some housework in exchange for some room and board. Usually you're gonna see women as an au pair, but they also have some male au pair, which is hard to find. And don't think that just being an au pair is to take care of kids or do some houseworks, because to be an au pair is to go through some new experience, culture, and manners. The interesting thing of being an au pair is that you're going to be able to improve your foreigner language skill, you're going to be able to work, make money, and learn more about some other culture, like some other people culture. And for today's conversation, I invited somebody that can help us a lot in this conversation. Actually, she's a really big friend. Her name is Laís Campos. So let's watch the interview and see how it is to be an au pair. Hey, hello, Laís. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, and you guys?
I'm good. You look good, though.
Thank
Uh,
you.
so you live in the United States, right?
Yes, I'm living here for around 6 months, a little bit more than 6 months, almost 7.
That's great. Like, got used to the life.
Now I'm more used to, but with all those changes, it's been like a little bit harder to get used to the new routine. It's for me, it seems like when I was getting used to the normal routine, this coronavirus came and say like, you better do it different because now we have to change your whole routine again. But that's fine. You're doing good.
It's like try it again. So today I got here some question that is involved to be an au pair and all of the stuff that you got in the United States like recently, and I couldn't think of nobody else but you to join
Yay!
us in this conversation.
Thank you very much. It's very nice to be able to answer a few questions because hopefully a few things that I'm gonna say will be useful for someone. So I'm also very happy with your invitation.
Thank you, thank you. So let's start. When did you arrive in the United States to be an au pair, and how was it? Like the culture, manners, and the routine that you had to completely change.
Okay, so I arrived here in November, um, beginning of November, and I spent like one week doing kind of a trainment. I think that
Yep.
that's the word. Um, about living with the family, um, uh, first aid that we also need to be prepared if anything happened with the kids. So you need to be able to, if they fall or if something else happened, you need to be able to understand what is going on and have skills to,
Helping them out.
yeah, to figure it out how to help them. So that was basically my first week here in United States. And then I arrived in Atlanta, that is the city that I'm living now, at November 6th. Yeah, November 6th. And the city is amazing. The family, it's also amazing. The kids, they are absolutely fantastic. Everyone here. So that was the first question, I guess. What was the other questions?
Like how was that? Like the culture, the manners, and the routine that you adapted for you.
Right. So I think that the shock that I realized like, whoa, I'm here and I'm living like a different culture was like when I was in my fourth month. Yeah. So it was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing everything in English. I have to read and write everything in English. So at the beginning, it's like, oh, okay, it's everything new, and you get excited. So you actually don't realize what is going on. But then I would say that the shock came in my first month. First month, I'm sorry. And the thing here is, besides the American culture, I live with an Indian family. So I have, yeah, so I have like two and ones. I learned
It's a
a little bit of
double.
the, yeah, exactly. So I learned a little bit of the American culture and I learned a little bit of the Indian culture too.
That's really great. Like a
It
double.
is.
You ask for one and get two.
I say to them, after I live with them, India is definitely one place that I would like to know. They also have like a very rich culture. So, yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Um, the second question is: we know you arrived in the United States recently and got used to your new routine, but then this pandemic situation made you readapt it all over again, right?
Yes.
So, how have you been dealing with this coronavirus situation over there?
Okay. So, we are in quarantine for around 2 months. Like, um, we only go out for a few little things or go for a walk, something like that. In the beginning, I have to say it was very difficult. I guess that especially for the kids, I take care of three kids over here. So in the first a few weeks, I know that they were feeling like frustrated. If I was feeling that way, I cannot even imagine how it's for them because um, I have a little conscience about everything that is going on right now, but they are not like completely understanding how big is this. So the first few weeks, I have to I have to really like push myself because when I get here, it was a completely different routine. I have to learn about kids' routine and my own routine. And then when this whole thing happened, um, we are all inside of the house and was like, okay, what we gonna do now? Because
What now?
exactly. So we discover a lot of games, puzzles. Um, all mornings, I am a kind of a teacher of my youngest one that I have four. So, which is so nice because now he can read and he can write very well. So was not easy to be to adapt to the new routine, but I feel that now we are dealing with this way much better, way much better. Of course, sometimes some days we have like our moment like I need to go out, I need to do something, but yeah.
Got used to that. Um, so, like being an au pair is also learning how to be a teacher and a mother.
Kind of.
Difference that you can like say cue your kids because sometimes I think they go like too far, right?
Very true.
So, going to the third question, as you decided to be an au pair, it's very clear that you love kids. And
Yeah.
I would like to know if this whole thing that you're going through
like this coronavirus situation, made you think of staying one more year as an au pair?
Uh, Even with all the situation going on, I feel that I still have a lot of things to discover and a lot of things to know better. So what I try to think is, even if I go back to Brazil right now, like I will still have to be in quarantine. So I rather to be here, like I say, with the family that is absolutely amazing to say the last. Um, they make me feel like very comfortable here. So I will definitely stay for 1 year more. And I still feel that I need to work on my English. And I feel that I have a lot of places to know to, because um, let's say in my 4th month here, this whole thing was happening, and I will not able to travel as I wish. So yeah, hopefully that will end very soon, and I can start to plan myself to know different places.
Well, gladly, and an advice, it's really good if you stay there because people are saying that maybe Brazil is going to be the last one to receive the vaccine, so just stay there.
It's so sad.
This is crazy. Another question, like this is actually an extra question. Like many people that go to the United States to be an au pair, they think of living there. Like, have this ever gone through your mind?
I'm sorry, what was your question again? Living there, like
Like
how?
living in the United States? Like,
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, so I think that this is a plan very far from now. So I'm not actually thinking about this. I mean, I have two good sides, I'm sorry, which is coming back home and um, keep going with my life and come back to my routine, or being here and improve myself even more. But I don't know. I I will not be able to answer this right now, but when I have the question, I will absolutely be happy to share with you.
all right, like this is a tough decision because this is really gonna drive you for life. For example, if you decide to stay there, you just need to build everything new again, just like a new life. So,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
it's very good to see that you're going through this situation there. Like, very, we can see like it's very admirable the way you're dealing with it. You got adapted to it, and well, you're really gonna be an example for people that are still like, because next generation of an au pair are going to show up, people who still wants to be an au pair, and you're really gonna be an example that even through this situation or after this is not gonna be something that should stop them.
Can I just say one little thing? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can I? Yeah. So, for everyone that is watching this and have some plan or thinking about leaving the country and doing cultural exchange or something like that, I just say like go, because um, this is one unique experience, and this have a lot to teach. For example, I have to teach myself a lot of things, like, okay, this is not your comfort zone, so I have to readapt a lot of things for me. So that's the thing that I would like to say to you. Uh, if you have plans to do this, just do it. That's
Just do
it.
it. It's just like the paradise is behind the fear, so you need to go through it.
That's very true.
So, Lais, it was like a really good conversation with you. First, I want to say like thank you so much for accepting the invitation and being part of this conversation. It really means a lot. I appreciate your time. And well, you're going to go through this and count with me. Like we still can talk.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I know that I can count on you, and I appreciate your invitation. This is a pleasure for me to being part of this, and I'm sharing for your success, and I'm pretty sure that everything will go very well for you and your program. And yes.
Thank you so much. See you.
Thank you. See you guys.
After this conversation, I'm not gonna lie, I have been thinking of being an au pair too. If you have already heard of the term au pair and you want to know better about this, just go and Google about it. And if you feel a little bit afraid of going to another country and get in a new culture, different, it's actually gonna be a new life. So don't worry about it because it's gonna be, maybe it's gonna be one of the best experiences in your life. And after you go through that, you're gonna see, well, it really worth it. Well, this is the conversation for today. And if you have a friend who is learning English, don't forget to share this with him. It's really gonna help him to improve her English skills. Alright? So I really hope you enjoy this content, enjoy this conversation, and I hope to see you in the next video. And don't forget, thumbs up. If you're watching this on Instagram, just double tap to the page. To the video. It's really gonna show that you really liked this content. And I see you in the next video. See you.